Hello, welcome again. So in the last video, I already tell you about the enzyme kinetics starting condition and the Brown experiment which was done by her. Now in the next step, we are doing something that kinetics of enzyme follows zero order reactions, as I said you, because at a particular limit, when substrate concentration increases, there is increasement in the product yield, but up to a level after that, as we are going to increase substrate concentration more and more, there is no effect on the product yield. At that moment, the reaction follows a zero order kinetics and means there is no effect on product yield, how much you are going to add substrate concentration in your reaction mix. So this was a thing which was demonstrated by the Brown, that when she was going to add more and more sucrose up to a limit, the product yield increases, that is more glucose and fructose will formed, more glucose and fructose was formed, but at a limit. After that, when she was going to add more and more sucrose, there was no increase in the glucose and fructose, and she comes to know that this is due to the saturation of enzyme, that is invertase. And when enzyme gets saturated, there is no free enzyme for the binding of substrate. That's why there is no product increasement, and there is a relation, there is a graph for that, which we are studied in the factors, in fact the enzyme kinetics. So here you can see again that enzyme when combined with the substrate, then it follows first order then it is proportional to the enzyme substrate complex, and for that rate constant is k1. And when in the backward reaction, for forward reaction the rate constant is k1, and for the backward reaction the rate constant is k minus 1. And when enzyme substrate gets dissociated into enzyme and product, then the rate constant again is k2, which is denoted here k2. You can assume, or you can say that why it here is not backward reaction arrow, that enzyme and products why not gets converted into enzyme substrate. Yeah, it happens, and due to this there are number of plots. You can see that after equation there is another double reciprocal plot which was based on this measurement, on this hypothesis that enzyme and product also gets converted into enzyme substrate during a reaction. But here you can see that in the last step, in the termination, enzyme not consumed in the reaction and product which is formed, we can yield the quantity of this product. So now here k1 is the rate constant for forward reaction, k minus 1 is the rate constant for the backward, for the breakdown of the enzyme to enzyme substrate to substrate, and k2 is the rate constant for the formation of a product. And here you can also assume that k2 minus k minus 2 is a is a breakdown of product into enzyme substrate complex, or backward reaction from product to enzyme substrate complex. So kinetics is the time dependent phenomena, because you are studying the velocity of an enzyme catalyzed reaction, that how enzyme gets catalyzed the reaction. So this is a time dependent phenomena, and when the substrate concentration becomes large enough to force equilibrium to form completely all the enzyme substrate complex, the second step in the reaction becomes rate limiting, because no more enzyme substrate can be made, and enzyme substrate complex is at its maximum value because there is no more enzyme. So that's why the reaction becomes now zero order reaction. So these were all about the kinetics. Now comes to the significance of enzyme kinetics. So these are the importance of enzyme kinetics, and enzyme kinetics, we can say that, and why it is important for us to study the enzyme kinetics, or to know the rate of enzyme, how to study the quantitative measurement of rate of any enzyme, that how it is going to catalyze any reaction. So firstly, from the enzyme kinetics, we know the mechanism of action, that how the reaction is going on and what are the rate limiting step during the reaction. We can even stepwise involvement, also we can also study the stepwise involvement in the enzymatic reaction, that which substrate is involved in any step, which product is formed, and which is the rate limiting step, what are the inhibitors here. So all these things can be easily studied by studying the enzyme kinetics. It also helps in the measurement of velocity of reaction rates, that we are going to measure the velocity of reaction, that how any velocity, any rate, any enzyme can enhance their velocity when enzyme can enhance the velocity rate. Without any enzyme, the rate of reaction is slow, but when we are going to add any enzyme during a reaction, then the velocity of the reaction becomes increased. And we can also study or distinguish different type of inhibitor. There are a lot of inhibitors. You can even say competitive inhibitor, non-competitive inhibitor, and they're given different type of graphs when we are studying them. So it basically gives us many importance when we are go through the enzyme kinetics, that how any substrate bind to the enzyme, is it binding on its active side, how modulators which are allosteric in function, allosteric modulator are inhibit any enzyme reaction, or how they are going to add on another site which is allosteric site of any enzyme, how any substrate binding constant which is measured, so how it inhibit the strength of any and inhibit sorry so how it gives us explanation of strength of any inhibitor, that how an inhibitor can inhibit any reaction in the presence of a substrate concentration, or how substrate concentration can affect the inhibitor strength. That there are some competitive inhibitor phenomena. I'm not going in detail here because that is another topic. So now another things, that is development of drugs can be studied by enzyme kinetics. So you can even analyze, diagnose, or treatment of a disease, and that disease by knowing the enzyme kinetics. For example, here you can see that during the disease gout, in the gout there is accumulation of uric acid inside the body. So there is a drug that is allopurinol, which is an enzyme, you can say, because the drugs are mostly enzymatic in function, so mostly enzymatic in their structure. So this drug allopurinol, it inhibits the xanthine oxidase. Xanthine oxidase is an enzyme which is responsible for the accumulation of uric acid inside the body. So allopurinol is a drug which inhibits the xanthine oxidase enzyme function, and which further inhibit the uric acid accumulation inside the body, which helps in the prevention of gout disease, which is a very dangerous disease of the body, for the body, because there is a particular limit of uric acid accumulation inside the body, that is 25 gram approximately per milliliter blood. So it becomes important for us that the uric acid concentration remain in a particular level or in a balanced level inside the body. So during gout, in the gout disease, allopurinol is an enzyme, so it helps in removal of extra uric acid from the body. So in this case you can say that enzyme kinetics, if we know about enzyme kinetics, then we know the study, then we know these disease reaction kinetics, that how this mechanism follow by any enzyme, and this is all due to enzyme kinetics study. Even we can purify any enzyme specific activity, or you can say specific activity is basically the amount of activity, or by amount of protein. So this is specific activity, and we can measure enzyme purity by using enzyme kinetics, because as specific activity increases, we can say that enzyme is much pure. And compare enzyme under different conditions or from different tissues or organism. We also compare the enzymes from different conditions, from different tissues or organism. And even effective administrations and design of prodrug require knowledge of enzyme kinetics also, because we are going to synthesize any prodrug which can inhibit the function of any substrate inside the body. So it becomes important for us to know the mechanism of that prodrug, that how this prodrug can affect our body system. And now the compare activity of some enzyme with different substrate, understand specificity. Actually we can even understand the specificity of an enzyme activity by knowing the kinetics of enzyme, and we can develop specific types of drug, and even it helps in the distinguished type of inhibitor. Even it can help in the separation of or study of a different type of inhibitor also. So this was all about the importance of enzyme kinetics, and there was you can say even there are different type of order reaction. I'm not going to talk about them, and there are some assumption in enzyme kinetics. So this was not the part of my video, and after that I am going to describe you about factors which affect the enzyme kinetics. ओके तो नेक्स्ट वीडियो में मिलते हैं. थैंक यू.